Happy New Year. This is Frank Reynolds from Frank Reynolds Company with our 2012 annual review. In this video, we'll discuss some of the important events that took place in 2012 and talk about what might be driving the markets in the first few weeks of 2013. Now, please read the required disclosure statement below this video. It's the law. Markets were turbulent in 2012 as investors dealt with uncertainty about elections, a global slowdown, and the fiscal cliff. However, despite some serious headwinds, equities did put up a respectable return, with the S&P gaining nearly 13.5% for the year. The fiscal cliff was the issue on everyone's mind at the end of the year, as it appeared that stubborn lawmakers were going to send us all over the cliff. Fortunately, a deal was reached at the beginning of January. Some of the major provisions extended the Bush tax cuts and patched the AMT, alternative minimum tax. However, the debt ceiling debate was postponed, meaning we'll be dealing with the fiscal cliff part 2 in the spring. The 2012 presidential election was another source of turbulence as President Obama duked it out against challenger Mitt Romney. Despite a win by Obama, markets weren't too reassured as investors immediately began worrying about the fiscal cliff. Economic growth was slow in 2012 as well. While the economy sprinted out of the gate during the first quarter of the year, the momentum faded in the spring, leading many to worry that we were looking at 2011 all over again. However, as the summer led to fall, we saw that the economy was growing, just really slow. To everyone's surprise, the economy picked up during the third quarter, posting a growth of 3.1%. Between June and October, the Dow grew more than 12%, during a summer market surge that surprised analysts, who called it a sugar high, held up not by basic economic fundamentals, but by expectations of additional action by the Federal Reserve. The housing sector was a big driver of growth this year, as Americans took advantage of the low interest rates and began buying houses again. Unemployment was another bright spot, kind of. Last year, the overall rate dropping from 8.5% in January to 7.7% in November. This leaves us kind of hopeful for more improvement in 2013. The Federal Reserve was very active in 2012. Team Bernanke waded in to prop up the markets by announcing several waves of quantitative easing. These bond-buying programs were designed to lower interest rates and encourage lending by purchasing first Treasury bills and then mortgage-backed bonds. The most controversial move took place on December 12, when the Fed announced QE4, in which it promises to buy bonds until unemployment is less than 6.5%. This is a very big move, since the Fed has never before tied its actions to a specific goal. I think we can expect more action in 2013. Looking ahead, we expect that 2013 will present many challenges to the U.S. economy. We expect the austerity measures implemented in the fiscal cliff deal to bite hard, as we've already seen happen in Europe. We also expect considerable obstacles to GDP growth as the global economy continues to grapple with slow growth and massive debts. However, as I always point out, challenges always bring opportunities for investors that are looking for it. Now, here are some of our upcoming events you should consider attending. January 24th, the first annual State of the Markets meeting will be offered 3 times that day, 11 in the morning, 2 in the afternoon, and 6 o'clock that night. February 9th, Women in Ministry Tea in Orlando from 9 o'clock in the morning till 11:30 in the morning. And then February 21st, Angel and Phelps chocolate tasting at 7 o'clock in the evening. Yum, yum. Event details are located on our website at www.frankreynoldscompany.com. If you have any questions about what you heard in this update or would like to discuss your personal financial situation, please give me a call at 866-248-3094. That's toll-free, or locally, 386-248-2121. Be honored to talk with you. Once again, this is Frank Reynolds with Frank Reynolds Company, signing off for the month of December 2012. We hope you've enjoyed our quick recap of the year, and all of us at Frank Reynolds Company would love to wish you a happy and prosperous new year. And until we talk next, may God bless you richly in all that you do.